Hi friends! Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be setting up the rest of the weekly spreads in my November, which is Heartstopper themed. I will say that on Monday I said I was going to sketch these out and then I didn't. And then Sunday rolls around and I'm like, crap. So these, I would say I sketched them out within an hour, and that included ideation, right? Which is just like coming up with the layout that I wanted to use. And I'm using, for the most part, pretty new-ish layouts to me. I don't know which ones are gonna stick. I definitely completely forgot one of my favorites, which is just having 8 boxes that each take up a little quadrant of each page. But it's okay. So I'm still sticking with the bubble style lettering and using these 3 Archer and Olive calligraphs for my colors, which is just this really pretty pastel pink, orange, and green. Here I'm just adding a few leaves. I actually straight up did not have these sketched out beforehand. I just added them in. That's how easy these leaves are to draw. Like, if you told me that Alice Oseman came into my bullet journal and drew these leaves, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Because that's how easy they are. I also like that because these are just black and white, those that like the leaf part and the bubble letters, that whenever I want, I can just add more to the spread. So if I feel like it looks a little bit sparse, right? Or if I get bored during a meeting and I have my bullet journal, I can just draw leaves. And that is especially true for the last spread that we're gonna see. I have a completely blank area that I'm not sure what I want to do with yet. But I'm fairly convinced that we're gonna be able to figure it out and that it's gonna look hopefully like I planned it that way the entire time. So here I'm just going in with some color to make some colorful boxes, just to denote, which one corresponds with which day. Basically the little letter next to the box says which day is which. It's easy. And this spread, I think, is one of the ones that I'm the most proud of. I just feel like it looks really cute and has enough Heartstopper vibes that it works, but it is still super simple. I think as we go on, I don't know how happy I am with all of them, but they do all definitely still fit the aesthetic, which I think is somewhat important. What is happening in November is basically that, I'm super busy all the time and I don't know what happened. Like, I have friends, which is really surprising. And by that I mean like friends who live here that want to spend time with me. Bananas. On Friday, we went to a hockey game, which I'd never been to one before. I thought I'd like it, and I loved it. Like, we're talking thinking about getting season tickets love. So I really, really enjoyed that. Here you're going to see a quick little cameo from Stitch, reminding you to like and subscribe. He is currently banned from my office because he keeps getting his poop places, but it's fine, we still love him. On the top here, I'm adding these cute little text message bubbles. I think that eventually I'll go in and I'll write like Monday, Tuesday, whatever in there. But I didn't want to worry about that right now. And like as the time goes by, right? It's like the more spreads I make, the more lackadaisical I am with it, where I'm like, whatever, it's fine. So here I'm just creating little colored boxes for each day. These are going to be vertical. I know for a fact that this is going to be too much space, but sometimes I just need to try a vertical layout again because I really do miss it. But like, I don't know. In October, I felt like I had found the layout that worked the best for me, where I had like the days of the week on one page and then like miscellaneous other crap on the other page. But then what the real issue I'm running into is that I'm not actually using my planners as much as I want to be. And so then, of course, there's not going to be a bunch of stuff in there because I don't remember what I ate yesterday. How am I going to remember what was on my to-do list on like a week ago? It doesn't make any sense. So that's about where I stand on that. We're going to see how filled out these get. I don't know. And to sort of follow along with how these spreads turn out, definitely follow me on Instagram. But here on YouTube is definitely the place for all of the before the pen action. And each are beautiful in their own way, right? But I feel like for me, I love an after the pen. That's how you know that like it was really functional and worked for you. Oh my god, I make so many whiteout worthy mistakes in here where like I put the wrong color in the wrong spot. It's so annoying. I noticed recently that my notepads don't have, like the new notepads are a different color than the old journals, which is problematic when, you want to cut a piece out to cover something up. But ultimately it's fine, I just went with whiteout. I don't really care about it that much. This page is meant to look like notebook paper. That was my goal. And rather than having blue lines across the page, I just added a little bit of color. I think this one is probably my least favorite spread that I did, just because I don't feel like it looks right. I don't know. But we'll see how it functions, because it does give me a little space for me to like write in my workouts for the day or what I ate that day, because like I'm also the type of person where usually, unless I'm like really fixated on a meal, I want to eat something different for dinner every single day. Now sometimes we have something that is just so utterly delicious that I want to eat it for the entire week. But usually that's not the case. So here I'm going in with a Tombow, I think it's 0.1. And I'm just adding these lines to make it look a little bit more like paper. Ultimately, I think I missed the mark a little bit on this page. The one that I did for the brain dump was way, way better. But it's fine. Here, we're just putting boxes all over the page. There are going to be some boxes that end up empty, so without any date markers or day little letters on them. And ultimately, I think it's because I want to be figuring out what is going in those. This is the last week of the month, so I usually have so much more stuff to do, like budgeting and making new goals, stuff like that. So potentially that center square that I have there, that might be what that gets used for. And it's not a square, it's a rectangle. I'm sorry. It's just for completeness sake. But I think it's kind of cute how it has like the squares everywhere. Even like it's so simple, it's so easy, but like I think it's going to be really functional and I really enjoy that. So I cannot wait for Heartstopper Volume 5 or for Season 3 of it to drop. They've been corresponding like pretty well with the graphic novels, so I've been very excited about that. And then here, just adding in a little bit of some freehand bubble lettering. All of that practice from elementary school really paid off, except for the S's. S's are so hard. Like, those are the ones that I really have the most trouble with. And there's 2 in the week. But anyways, I hope you like this video, and let me know down below which of these spreads is your favorite, or what I should put in those weird boxes on the last page. And as always, happy planning.